Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you are new to the page, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. If you've been rolling with old Eddie K, like the movie Five Heartbeats, then go ahead and continue to hit the like button, okay? Love you guys. Hey, it's been a busy day. It's Veterans Day. And I'm just saying, if you're listening to this now and you see a veteran, pay for their meal. That's what I've been doing all day today. So excuse me if I'm not clean shaven, but that's what brings me joy. I was buying veterans breakfasts and lunch, and then I may go out and just do dinners. Just go out. You see a veteran, they're sporting a hat. My family served military. So hats off to all you veterans and all of you guys that are serving for us. We'll get back to that at the end. All right, let's get into a couple of stock I want to talk about and crypto. I'm going to talk about SHIBA, the INU, aka the INU, and we're going to talk about a report that TipRanks came out with today. Okay, all right, let's go right to the charts. So let's look at what Robinhood is talking about, aka Robin the Hood. So Robinhood discussed crypto wallet launch and listing. I know a lot of you have already seen this, but let's dive into it a little deeper. So Robinhood discussed crypto wallet launch and listing strategy as petition to list Shiba Inu exceeds 526,000. So a lot of you know that every week this petition is growing by 100,000. And like I forestated, it will soon be at 1 million, signatures. Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's scroll down here and let's see. Robinhood CEO discuss listing strategy as petition. We went over that, and let's get some of these quotes. Christine Brown, Robinhood's crypto CEO and VP of Product Operations, talked about her company's crypto strategy at a conference Tuesday held by Yahoo Finance, right? She also provided an update on Robinhood's upcoming crypto wallet launch, replying to a question about whether Robinhood will list Shiba Inu and what considerations are for adding the meme cryptocurrency. The Robinhood crypto CEO noted, when it comes to our strategy of what we're going to list, the first thing is that we are not going to talk about, okay? They didn't say they weren't going to list it, that they weren't going to talk about it. So I'm not going to break that news here, unfortunately. She elaborated. Then here's another quote. But I also think our strategy is a little bit different than a lot of other players out there who are just racing the list of many assets as possible right now. We think that the short-term gain that we might get is not worth the long-term trade-off for our users. She clarified, we want to make sure we are working and assessing everything from the regulatory perspective very, very well. And we are a safe first company so that first company so that how we are going to play. So that's how we're going to play. Sorry, good people. And we are a safety first company. So that's how we're going to play it. All right. So remember, we were talking about how Robinhood, remember a few videos ago, I said that Robinhood cannot afford to list another crypto that's going to crash their site, right? SHIB crashed Coinbase, all right, and Webull because it was in just about every platform SHIB has been on, it has crashed their sites when they listed because of the trading volume. Just off of the pure volume, the systems were not able to handle it. So if you know how companies and CEOs talk, if they weren't going to list it, they would literally say, nope, not going to list it. We don't need it. What they're saying is what I agree with. After the catastrophe that they had with GameStop, Why would they bring that on now and their system is not prepared? They want to make sure that if something happens, the finger points to someone else, aka brokerages, broker houses, um, and not them. And I don't blame them for doing that. I think this is a wise move. Also, too, for tax purposes, it really does not make any sense for them to list right now. If you look, there are other crypto companies that are ready to launch it, and they are clearly stating that they are waiting until next year. It only makes good sense. All right, good people, let's keep it going. So let's continue with the SHIB INU. All right, so AMC theaters to accept Shiba Inu. That was yesterday's news, and as a payment, the CEO said. So that's not a big catalyst. Everything is not a huge catalyst. Some people, they said Shiba Inu sneezed, so it's going up. I don't want to overpump this, but I know you guys want to hear about it. I'm also going to cover some stock behind this, but it's just like, it's the same thing as AMC. There's a joke that goes on. If you call Shiba Inu and you get them on the phone, they're just going to say, please hold. All right. You'll get that joke. All right. And so that's where it is. We're in a holding pattern. As a matter of fact, it's going really good right now, because if you look here in the last day, let's look at it. Look at what happened. It was going down, down, down. Remember, I said anything could happen at this point, 51, and then it shot all the way back up to 57. And it's kind of holding right now. It's kind of holding around the 55 mark, right? There's more people buying into SHIB right now and holding longer. And there's more whales holding long. So there's a lot more upside catalysts for SHIB than there is downside. And I just think that it is just a hold at this point, good people. It's a game of patience. Just like AMC. I have AMC and I'm holding AMC. I'm not in a rush. I've been holding AMC since last year, 2020. Those of you that were with me, I said AMC was a good pre-COVID play. I'm sorry, post-COVID play. We started getting in when it was, $5, $6, $7. That's when we started getting in. All right. Then in 2020, we started to get in on some of the short squeeze play. All right. So if you remember back then, if you've been with me long enough, leave me a comment. All right. So let's keep it going. All right. Let's look at this. So TipRanks put out a report, okay? And it said 2 EV charging stocks set to benefit from Biden's infrastructure, right? And there's Mr. Biden there around the charging station emblem, right? Let's look at what those two are. Let's just scroll down. And I guess we had to hit it right there. There we go. All right, there we go. 2 EV charging stocks set to benefit from Biden's bill. All right, let's go down. Let's just go and look at what this is on TipRanks. The first one, Chpt, ChargePoint. And remember, look at here, the 7.5 billion for EV charging stations. So 7.5 billion of the 1.5 trillion is designated for charging stations. All right. And so ChargePoint is one of them. I'm not going to read this whole thing. We know that ChargePoint has more than 70% of the market share in North America. We've been discussing that video over video, right? So ChargePoint, for me, is a long hold. Someone said the other day, hey, I see you're talking about EVgo. I wish you had talked about it months ago. I did. I talked about it 7 months ago, and I talked about it again 4 months ago. As a matter of fact, I suggested that I was getting it when it was actually a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition. I got it before the ticker symbol changed. Remember, anything I say to you guys is not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold the stock. I am not your financial advisor, neither do I play one on television. But this is EVgo was one of them, and EVgo has been going really good. So I got it literally at around $10 at the floor. And so it is making good money for me right now. And I went in pretty heavy because I understood that this was coming. And we have to start investing in the future. Let's look at what the second EV is. Let's scroll down and let's just go right to it. Number one, let's look at what TipRanks says, because this is a TipRanks report. And it's saying that ChargePoint over the next 12 months, the average is $34, right? And that represents a 22% gain. Look at that. So at the time that this was posted, it was at $25 and an average of 34, and it represents a 33% upward gain. And the second one, well, looky there, Vlta. All right. It wasn't Plug. It wasn't all of the other ones that everybody else is talking about. I have all of those. I have EVgo, Plug. What's the other one? I have all of the other ones. Okay. But the two that I was most bullish on is what TipRanks came out with. And that's ChargePoint and Vlta. Why Vlta? Because it was such a small cap, and small cap stock sometimes with a little infusion or a contract causes it to explode, and it grows at a faster rate, so you make more money. So Vlta is the second one. So you guys could read this. Let's look at what TipRanks say about Vlta. So now at the time that this was posted, Vlta was around $10. Shares were selling up for $10.90. But here's what we know at Vlta now. The price target now has been upgraded. All right. The average is $14. $14 is the average. It has a high of $18. So even if you bought it at $10.90 and Vlta keeps fluctuating, it has an average price target suggested at 29%. All right. So you have a 29% upward movement. One of the analysts has this at $18. Okay. And so I will tell you that let's look at here. Oh, it's the same thing. All right. So I will tell you that Vlta does these dips, right? As a matter of fact, let me pull a chart up on Vlta. Vlta does these dips that that I don't think you should buy it at $10. Let's pull it up and let's see where we can get into Vlta. Vlta does these early morning dips sometimes. And nope, that's not it. Yeah, Vlta does these early morning dips, and you can really catch it really cheap, like I have. And here we go. Yeah, you can really catch Vlta cheap. All right, let's go to Vlta. All right, here we go. All right, here's Vlta. I don't know why it's looking so jacked up. I apologize. There we go. Look at Vlta. This is what I mean. You see how it goes down to 963? And this is what I keep doing. Every time it dips down, it's usually early in the morning, it dips down, I buy more. And then by the end of the day, look, this is just in one day. It goes from 960 to all the way up to 1118. All right, good people? So what you don't want to do is buy it here. You want to catch that early morning dip, right? Let's look at 5 days. You see how it keeps seesawing? High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. It just keeps seesawing. If you catch these dips when it just go down, then that's what I would do. Over the last 5 days, as a matter of fact, if it comes back down to the 959 range, let's say 960, that's where I would start to buy. I would chop my money up and start to buy there. But ideally, I would actually buy it at about 940. And I would dollar cost average in, good people. Don't just put all your money into it. Just continue to dollar cost average in on it. All right. So hopefully that helped you. Vlta, I said, was a swing trade. When it gets to the $14 mark, I'm selling 75% of it. And then I'm going to keep the other 25%, right? You do what's best for you. Charge point, I'm continuing to dollar cost average in from now until 2025. I'm buying I actually buy a few shares every single day. That's just what I do, Monday through Friday, as long as it's open. Then this is how Larry does it. If you see a big drop, that's when I load up. If charge point drops under $18, that's when I load up. If Vlta goes back to like $7, that's when I load up. So I don't just dollar cost average in on the dips. I go in heavier on the dips. Okay, good people? I want to keep this one short. Listen, I want to talk about two things. Number one, if you don't have multiple trading platforms, I think you're doing yourself a disjustice. All right, I have two. One is where I do all of my swing trading, and it is Webull. I absolutely love it because it is phone friendly for those of you that use it. I'm trading 3 hours before the market opens. I'm trading 4 hours after the market closes. That's what Webull allows me to do. Deposit $100. Check out the links below. They're going to give you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. And then if you buy crypto, they're going to give you some free SHIBA INU, aka the SHIB. All right. And then if you want to get into crypto and get some of the altcoins, like Mana, like Ethereum, even the big boys, Bitcoin, and some of the altcoins, Tezos, and all of that, those are all in Coinbase. Deposit $100. The link is below. When you click the link, it does help the page out, but I want to help you guys out by making you more money. And lastly, hey, if I've helped to educate you just one iota, or if I've made you one dime, this is Mike Check Month. Please share me. Please share my page with at least 5 people, because we want not just to have generational wealth for ourselves, but we want it for our friends and family. And finally, in closing, to you veterans out there, we salute you. While we're laying on beaches, traveling, sitting in restaurants, while we're enjoying the freedoms of this country, you guys were putting yourself on the line. I don't care if you were cleaning airplane tires. You are a hero for the rest of us, because you never know when you are going to get called to active duty. And I was listening to some statistics today that there are more than 19 million veterans and 1.4 million active service members in the U.S. military. And I don't care to what degree, whether you saw battle or not. And good people, we have to understand that since 9/11, more veterans have lost their lives to suicide than they did in battle. And we have to look out for our veterans. They come back here and you're used to battle, and then you come back here and now you're having mental problems because you're trying to acclimate back into this world. And you think it's easy because you didn't serve. You try serving, okay? And so for anybody that is disrespectful to our servicemen, shame on you. Because while we were enjoying the freedoms of this world, they were fighting for us. And I salute you. We here at Stock Up, we salute you. And I encourage every one of you, not just for one day, but every time you see it. I don't just wait on Veterans Day. Every time I see a veteran, I try to pay for their meals, which means I do. And that's the least we could do, is make them feel special. All right? I'm not going to get over patriotic. Some of you guys will be like, oh, you so deep. Yes, I am, man. You know what? I'm living this life. And I hope you will too, as we make money. All right? I love each and every one of you, family. Make sure you check the links out below. Live, love, laugh, and learn. I'll be shaved tomorrow. Peace. Oh, I forgot. If you have not subscribed to this page and this is your first time, I know I'm rambling on, but this is how we get down here at Stock Up. We learn something, then we learn a little something about life. All right. So if you've went through the whole video right now and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. Peace.